What is up, boys and girls and animals? And I'm the 4K bad guy.
And I'm the real one. Thank you, film fans, for tuning in to this episode of Friday the 14th UHD. As we are here talking about
the
Leprechaun,
the Leppy.
Leppy. Where's me gold?
Me gold. Keep it in my pants, aka shorts. This was
um,
this was indeed your pick.
I'm
One.
sorry too, by the way.
You wanted to start you you wanted to start early because I was kind of hoping we waited till March, but I mean,
This is why we have open discussions. You know
that
what, Nick? I don't think it would have been. I think it would have been okay if you told me no this time.
hmm,
Because just like him ripping into the box of Lucky Charms, I'm about to rip into this goddamn movie.
that was a fun
So
moment in the movie.
it was
Him
a
like
fun moment.
it's like he sees a leprechaun in the box. Like it must be some good shit, but it was not good shit. Unfortunately, he just spat it out.
Not good shit.
But yeah,
But that's what we're talking about here today. Leprechaun 1993.
ooh,
Yeah.
you want to the
It's been a
interesting
while
part?
though. It's been a week though. You've have you had a good week?
So I've had a decent at best week.
Decent.
Um, at best. But I was gonna say, you said 93. You showing
Yeah,
off there? How you showing off?
1993.
This came out before I was born.
Oh.
Oof. It's all right. It's all right.
We've got a wee lad here joining us
Oh, I'm a
today.
wee lad. Yes, I'm a youngin, but not too young, because
You
even
know,
the
I was
young people refer to me as old.
I was only like 2 years old when this shit came out, and yeah. And I talked to you last week, Nick, about the. You said you had the DVD sets, right?
Yeah,
And
have it right here.
I checked out. The Blu-ray is the 7 film set, but you know what? It's shit. The quality, the transfers.
I mean, that's
It's
even with the Blu-ray. You saying that, and this DVD set.
I guarantee the DVD is just I bet the quality is the same.
Yeah, the same, maybe.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about it the whole time I was watching. I was like, oh, how much is there a difference at all? To be honest, and the real reason why I even got like the DVD set. This was back before I had a PS4. I don't think I had a Samsung Blu-ray. That was like my first Blu-ray player. Um, at the time I was just buying DVDs, so and this was of course cheaper than the Blu-ray set.
Oh yeah. I think the Blu-ray set when it first came out was like 29.99, and I'm pretty sure the DVD set was like probably what, like probably 14.99.
Probably. I was like, it's, it's pretty good deal, but I mean, knowing the quality, I would say it's not a good deal. It's a deal that you get all the movies.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And yours even comes with the WWE produced Hornswoggle one too,
Oh
right?
boy, we don't talk about that one.
I've never seen it.
That's such a disappointment.
Have you seen it?
It strays away from what this whole franchise is all about.
This first movie strands away from what the Leprechaun could have been all about. Um, let's not waste too much time getting into it. I think it's going to be uh, a hell of an episode
I mean,
and a
magical episode.
conversation. Um, but today we're talking about Leprechaun, and yes, unfortunately, I apologize. This was my pick. Um, an evil, sadistic leprechaun goes on a killing rampage in search of his beloved pot
Pot.
of gold. Um, Starring Warwick Davis, Jennifer Aniston, Ken Olet, Mark Holton, Robert Gorman, Shay Duffin, uh, and it's your Mark Jones is the director. It's your average uh lifetime TV cast, other than really Warwick Davis and Jennifer Aniston.
So you're saying your basic ass cast. You're not getting that top premium HBO lineup here. You're just getting that
Yeah,
you get what you paid for type of thing.
you get what you're paid for, and you know what I and for the method of madness behind this pick, honestly, um, you know, I was just I was going through a list of movies that you guys haven't kind of covered, and I was like, you know what, I think this would be, even though this is a spin-off series, to me it's still Friday the 14th. You're still got the name in there, and I'm like, I wonder why. So I picked it, and then you told me why, and I was like, that makes perfect sense.
Mm,
Um,
it was a long going gag that it was like we're gonna do it in the month of
Gag.
March. Well, the joke that we're gonna do it for March because we'd always talk about our the listeners at 2N. They were like Irish. Pretty sure you have plenty of those on your end, but it was just a thing for us. It's like, oh, non-Americans listening to our podcast, and majority there's like a good number of Irish. Um, so that was kind of a surprise. Like Leprechaun
You
in
should have, yeah,
August.
yeah. You know what? At least here, the weather's starting to get cooler. It looks like it's kind of fall, creepiness outside. So I was thinking, let's top a little old school Leprechaun. He comes out when it's a little chilly outside. That March time is still kind of chilly sometimes. But yeah, you should have stopped me because, dear Lord. Um,
I mean, Warwick Davis is. I mean, can't go wrong with him. And Jennifer Aniston. Those are like your two positives I can give you.
yeah.
A fresh
Uh,
Jennifer Aniston too, early
Fresh
on.
Jennifer Aniston, pre Friends. Warwick Davis, though, I'm trying to see. I think this was right before. Yeah, this was. Oh no, this was a little after Willow. So he had hit it big with Willow. For those of you that don't know, Willow is a Ron Howard film with him and Val Kilmer. I believe it got like some kind of Oscar nod or something. But anyway, that's where Warwick Davis hit it big, was with Willow. He would then hit some Star Wars films, Leprechaun. Um, he's in Harry Potter. But I was surprised. I always look up some of the numbers. The budget was $1 million. This grossed, and I think it's not. I don't think this is its original amount that it makes. Because I know some theaters still show it probably around like St. Patrick's Day. But right now the box office is like 8.6 million. And I'm like, if that's its original run back in the day, that's why they made so many goddamn sequels. Terrible.
That they had an icon in their hand.
Oh man. But you know what? Watching it, this is the first time I've ever seen it, judging it as just getting ready to review it. So I think it'll be hopefully a fun conversation still. Um yeah. So I guess we kind of went over the synapses and the cast and crew. Um
Your favorite part?
it's the rating already. Unless you want to show off your little in case it got a 4K release.
In case I mean desperately needs a 4K release, I'd say March would be the best time to do it.
I think it also desperately needs um yeah, you know what, maybe a 4K release would do it justice.
Mm,
It maybe would make me look forward to watching it again. But are you ready?
Am I? Are you ready?
I'm ready. Um oof, 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 oof.
Ooh,
For those of you that have been hiding under a rock and you don't listen to us every single week or watch us every week, um, we base movies on a machete or a butter knife rating, one
the
through
butter.
five. So this week we're whipping out the butter knives and 1 through 5. So you want me to go first since it was my pick?
Your pick. I'll let you do the honors.
I'm gonna give it a 1.
A one
I'm
home.
gonna give it a 1, man. This is
Oh,
this was tough to watch, and it was tough to even try to enjoy. And I was when I picked this movie last week or 2 weeks ago, I was like, I think it's gonna be fun. I think it was gonna, I just want to sit back and just have fun with this movie, and I couldn't have fun at all. What about you?
Oh man. You know, oh man. I'm gonna be generous. I'll be generous. I'll go on 2.5.
Okay, I can. Let's dig into it then. I don't think this was on any kind of streaming platform other than
I think
you
was
can
it
check it
two
out on YouTube for free.
YouTube free. I think I also saw Tubi. I
Yeah,
was like, hell no, am I gonna wait for some ads?
no ads here. Or you can do what I did. Honestly, I waited until Black Friday and I got this for $10. I do remember watching the new one. There's one called Leprechaun Returns that came out like a year or two ago. That one wasn't terrible.
I still haven't seen that one yet, and I bought it like maybe a few months back.
Yeah. So so let's dig into it then, man. Leprechaun is real simple, just like in the synopsis said. He loses his pot of gold, and well, technically, the old guy from the beginning of the movie kind of
He steals it.
steals it from him. And if somebody steals something from me, I'm gonna kind of go crazy and try to chop off some motherfucker fingers too.
Some fingers, some balls, and everything.
Yeah, I'll go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
That's the wrong icon.
But it was right around 93. You already had Freddy going wild, you had Jason going wild, Michael was in like his fourth fucking film. So Chucky was debuting, so you have all these horror icons just popping up out of nowhere. um and Leprechaun kind of gets thrown in the mix sometimes, but man, the rewatchability for this for me, it just didn't age well. What about you? What's something that let's take it off of me for a little bit. What did you enjoy most about it?
mm, just this the silliness of Leprechaun, the character itself. Just the idea of, I mean, he he was great performing. I mean, sure, the movie itself was pretty a whole lot cheesiness. Um, I don't know. It was like, but even though it was like it's what is it, rated R, right?
Oh yeah.
So even like for like an adult film, it still felt like for whatever reason, it felt like a child's movie. Because you had the kid, and then you had the dude who was not the brightest.
Oh, and that's another thing that kind of irritated me a little bit was, in some of the older, like I think Friday the 13th, there was like a couple chubby dudes who were mentally challenged. I think there was a mentally challenged chubby dude and Halloween, not Halloween, Freddy, and I'm like, man, can they just lay off the mentally challenged people for now? Like the 80s was just all about making fun of, you know,
Like the Griffey boys.
yeah.
This sh-
I honestly think if you've never seen this movie, don't like solely judge on my review or my rating. Like Nick said, the movie is full of cheese. Um, but that whole rating that I gave it, it's all Warwick Davis. Like I think if he was not in the Leprechaun, I don't think this would be any kind of doable for me at all.
it's
It would be a zero
a
if we could
zero
have a zero
negative,
rating. Yeah. We get
negative
a
one.
-1.
Such a negative one.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I enjoyed some aspects of the movie, but I mean, for it being an hour and a half, I still kind of just sat there and just I was waiting for it to be over.
It did feel pretty long. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like thinking in my head, like, what is the runtime of this movie? I feel like it's already been like 2 hours watching this. I mean, there's plenty of bad movies out there, so I can't say it's too bad that I wouldn't recommend watching it. And I mean, of course, it's the first movie, so you want to get introduced to his character. That's obvious. You start with this movie, but I think for like the younger viewers, to say it's, I mean, that'd be like a safe watch. I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean, it's with it being on YouTube for free. I mean, honestly, if you're a movie fan out there, if you guys are watching this and you're a horror fan, um, I mean, it deserves one watch.
one watch.
One watch, at least if you've never checked it out and you're a horror fan. I don't think you can technically be even a horror fan if you can, the Leprechaun. It's just little short 3 foot bastards iconic.
So when you say one watch, you mean one watch a year, right? It's a year-round list every once a year.
You know what? Maybe I've never seen any of the other ones. So
Ooh.
maybe since I've seen the first one now, this is my third time full watch, I believe, on the first one. Now that I've seen the first one this year, I'll watch the second one in March. And then I'll watch the third one the year after that.
The second one, are you ready to hear this? It's kind of a little spoiler, but maybe it'll convince you to tune in.
Yeah?
There's some boobies in that one. Because you don't get no nudity in this movie.
There's some marshmallows in the pot of gold.
I don't know. That pogo stick scene where you just stopping on the pawn shop dude. That was pretty hilarious.
That was pretty funny. He gets introduced. He pulls out his little leprechaun mobile as well, and the cop pulls him over.
I was like, what? I was like, why is he is he pulling over anyway? But I think in his head he wanted to kill the cop. It's like, oh, and a victim for me to attack. I mean, he could just keep driving off.
Yeah, and
So
let's talk a little bit more about Jennifer Aniston. Like, this is obviously like her first big role, but she from the get go, from her her career, she was typecasted like nobody's business. Like, I'm sitting here thinking, like, dang, the way they're talking about her character, it sounds just like she's in Friends, or she's in Along Came Polly, or she's in every single movie she's been in. So I didn't realize that she was kind of typecasted all the way from the start, which is fine. I'm sure she doesn't care. It made her a lot of money, but I guess little rich Voss water,
Boss
Caesar's
water.
Caesar sprout salad, or whatever the hell
Oh,
she wanted in the diner.
yeah, she wasn't having it.
Yeah, the
So
guy
yeah,
wanted the
I don't know what he was eating. I was like, are you hungry?
he
He's
was
like,
eating
yeah,
like
I
a
wanted this. Well,
water
here's the glass of
sprout
water. You
salad.
look thirsty.
Um, yeah. What'd you think of Ozzy and Alex, the little boy and the mentally challenged guy?
Mm,
Like, we need to sell the gold so I can get Ozzy surgery. He
yeah,
needs his brain fixed.
like that kid was a dick.
But you know what? I don't know if the kid was really being a dick. The way the movie made it
Mm.
seem to be, like, he really believed surgery was gonna fix oh Humphrey, Ozzy.
I mean, yeah, throughout the whole movie, he's saying that with Ozzy, but then when it comes to that part with the Jennifer Aniston's character, it's like you do realize the operations ain't gonna do shit. He's like, I know, I just this, but Ozzy doesn't know that.
Yeah. And then they play the music in the background, like, oh,
Oh,
poor little fucking Alex.
I don't know. That scene where what's his name? He said Alex, right?
Yeah.
That's his kid's name.
The little boy.
Well, yeah, that little piece of shit.
Little fuckery.
He was like, Ozzy, like, I mean, they don't make fun of you right in your face, but they do it behind your back. It's like, why would you even bother telling him that?
You bringing that up is more entertaining than what it was in the movie.
What else in the movie? You just feel. I mean,
Hmm.
yeah,
The
feel
cop
bad for
kill,
that character.
the cop kill was pretty cool, where he messed up his face and then just came out of nowhere and sat on his shoulders and broke his neck. I thought that was a pretty good scene.
It's all. It's pretty sad because he's like, no more, no more. Because he after whole Leprechaun playing his whole little game, running around the with the trees. He's like, he already give up at that point. But then Leprechaun's like, got you, you son of a bitch. Just snaps his neck. Not only was
Um.
that one cop, he killed the other cop too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Unless it was the same one, he just put it back in the car.
Yeah. He put him in the car because when you're talking about at the end when she's going towards the car and she's like, "Oh my god, a cop."
Want to make the call for them, and then he responds on the voice
Oh
uh
yeah.
transaction.
He's like, "If I need backup, yeah, that was him."
I thought that's a cool thing with Leprechaun and his powers that he can do like different voices. I was like, in the first two voices that he uses is a little girl's voice. I was like, why use the little girl's voice? And then he does the meow of a cat and the cop, or even impersonates that old guy's wife in the beginning of the movie.
And that's the first kill. What'd you think of hers?
Leprechaun in the Hood. I believe it.
That's the reason I'm afraid of the hood.
The Hood. I was like, you ever been in the Hood? Is there leprechauns there? Just
I
avoid them.
mean, yeah,
But you
yeah,
said the old lady's deaf, right?
yeah. The old lady's death was a little cheesy. It felt a little too Chucky esque.
Charles Bay 3.
Yeah, yeah. Or number two when
Oh, is
he
it
pu-
part 2?
yeah when he pushed off the mom and or no when he pushed off the dad and the dad broke his neck down in the basement. Yeah, that's part two.
I was just thinking of part 3 because, what day was it? Sergeant, Drill Sergeant.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Because
that
he's
too.
like, he just sees Chuck and he dies from a heart attack, like on the spot. Like, I don't need to do shit. He was terrified.
Yeah, good old Leprechaun. What do you think of the? I don't know. When I look at other movies and they do callbacks, do you think it was a callback or do you think they were really trying to be original when Jennifer Aniston used the mobile phone and Leprechaun's hand came out of the speaker instead of
Of
Freddy's tongue?
the tongue.
Yeah. Do you
I
think that
mean,
was a cheap shot or do you think it was just a paying the homage?
it's weird that you say it because that's not even what came into my mind at that when I saw that scene.
No.
I mean, now I'm thinking of it. Yeah, you mentioned it, but when I thought of the little hand coming out of there, I was thinking scary movie too.
Oh, the little
The
hand,
caretaker, little small hand. Yeah,
little small hand.
it's like why does his hand go like little tiny? And I'll be down for a remake of Leprechaun.
Well, uh, I mean, I don't know what
Wasn't
Leprechaun Returns is
if I heard
from
correctly, Returns was like
it was like a
a,
sequel.
a sequel, or
Yeah.
I believe, or a requel, or whatever.
Yeah, it was supposed to be, yeah, exactly like you said, a requel.
But like the one in Hortzoggle, the W one, I think is just an origin story,
Yeah.
but a full on remake.
I think if it's done right with today's, and I think it depends on who does it. I think it could be pretty creepy. Um, you know, yeah, I think if it's just done right, I don't think it'd be too cheesy. I don't think it can be too gory, too hoary.
Too hoary.
Yeah, that's a new word I just made up. Gory and horror
What if
together.
what if
Too
they made
hoary.
the new Leprechaun like an A24 type movie? It's like, what is this? It would be like a long, slow movie.
At that point, just call it Wee Man.
Wait, man.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Like I would be down for any kind of remake or sequel or requel as long as it's just done right.
I'm always down for a horror movie.
Yeah.
Shit or not, man. Shit or not.
Yeah. But yeah, like you said, Nick, there's plenty of like really really bad movies out there, and even despite how I feel about this one, like I said, worth a watch.
Yeah, well, there's also these movies that always gets mentioned on this, well, the main show, but Thanksgiving, another themed horror movie. But that one has a killer turkey. Oh,
Not the killer turkey. We used to call my one of my aunts a killer turkey just because of her fucking neck.
shit, killer turkey. Um, I'm pretty sure like back when I was going elementary school, there was always them fantasy booking the matches, the versus match. You know the match I'm talking about. Leprechaun and Chucky.
Uh, I think Chucky wins hands down. And you know, it's kind of funny that we're talking about this too on the week of the Chucky movies get the 4K releases.
Oh man,
Yeah,
Chucky movies.
yeah,
You know, of course.
you got it. Nick pulls movies out of his pants.
And not only did I get the regular one, I got the Steelbook one too.
Nice.
That was like the last copy at my store. That was pretty. It's like, damn, luck of the Irish right there.
You'll have to let me know how the transfers are.
hmm,
Hmm.
hmm. I'll tell
Um.
you when you least expect it. When you're doing one of your episodes on Simon Movie Podcast, I'm like, it's spearmint.
Experiment.
It's mints. Um, yeah, I'll tell you how much of a hard on I got.
Speaking of
Mm.
the Lucky Charm scene, was we talked about it right at the beginning. It was pretty funny.
Do you think the movie was sponsored by Lucky Charms?
I heard from what I hear, that's all they had in catering was Chucky Charms, Lucky Charms with and without marshmallows. You know,
I think I say without
because
milk.
Jennifer Aniston had to watch her figure, so she ordered Lucky Charms with no marshmallows. And I heard the little boy had to sit there and pick every single marshmallow out of the bowl that they catered.
I mean, you see the Leprechaun spin him out. I mean, it's not that bad of a cereal. It's not my go-to cereal, but I mean it's not that bad. I'm more of
Yeah,
a Frosted Flakes type of guy. Tony Tiger's
Frosted
my boy.
Flakes.
Not for you?
I
Too much
mean,
sugar?
too much sugar.
Mm.
I'm an old school kind of guy. I'm a little raisin bran,
Oh, he's red. They're
little
gonna say
little
they're
honey
gonna
nut
throw me with
Cheerios.
you're gonna throw me with King Vitamin over
King butter.
here. No.
Good old Wheaties.
Wheaties.
Tastes just like fucking cardboard it came in.
I don't want that. You know, I don't know why we're even into the cereal topic now. I guess you just didn't like that movie very much. So,
Oh
but
no,
just no,
the Lucky Charm scene.
yeah, okay, that's the main
Yeah.
reason. But I'm gonna go on a little more off track with this. It's a seasonal cereal, and I've never actually tried it.
Don't tell me you have cereal down there that you're about to pull and whip out, are you?
No, I'm not gonna pull out any cereal, but I'm saying the season's coming up for the cereal.
Pumpkin spice?
No, I'm
Oh.
talking about the three icons of cereal, Halloween cereal: Count Chocula, Frankenberry, and Blueberry.
Oh yeah, yeah. Big old
I
you're a big old blueberry kind of guy, huh?
I've actually never tried any of the cereal.
No? Are you gonna get a box?
It's kind of the shocker right there, but maybe I'll get like two of each. One to eat, one to keep in the box. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know.
I was gonna ask you like, was that something you've eaten growing up, or is that something like, ah,
Uh honestly they were okay. I remember the Count Chocula. Um but I just kind of felt like they were a little off-branded like Fruity Pebbles or Cocoa Puffs. I don't know, man. When you've Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Puffs or Cocoa Pebbles, those are like
Cocoa Pebbles?
Cocoa Pebbles. Those are Those are top notch. Those are grade A breakfast cereals to me.
Psh,
Something about them damn Flintstones.
the Flintstones.
What do you think about the scene whenever he goes into the so there's a scene where they're still trying to get out and go to the hospital because uh the guy that Jennifer Aniston is kind of like chilling for,
Head
Nathan.
over heels for
Yeah, head
Nathan.
over heels for Nathan. He gets his leg hurt in the bear trap, so they get him in the truck and they try to go to the hospital. But old Leprechaun goes to the shed and starts welding his own little Need for Speed demon car together.
He'll make anything into a car.
Yeah, and he uses his powers to flip the truck over, and he's
He just said,
attempted
yeah, that one little tap with the what was it?
the
The
welder.
little the rake or fork pitchfork. Just tipped it over. Yeah, so I mean, guess he gets real overpowered OP with the coins he gets back because beginning of the movie when he's trying to go after Ozzy, he shuts the door, but he's not powerful enough to keep it locked. And Ozzy gets through, it's like, oh, not strong enough yet. So the coins give him that strength.
Yeah,
Uh,
so
did
there's
he
that
only
whole
have
10-year gap.
he only had one coin, or did he get that sack of this gold when he made that car?
I think when he made the car, he only had the one.
The one and only from the
Yeah,
pawn shop.
yeah, from the pawn shop, and then he ended up getting the bag from Jennifer Aniston. Yeah.
And I wonder if there's like a scene out there where he's actually going through all the damn coins. Probably not, but he just comes up like 94, 90. And then I don't know, why is he even bother trying to look at his hand? Because you're already into 99 golden coin, and he's like,
Oh.
oh shit, there's nothing in my head.
Oh
What?
yeah, he counts to 99.
Oh,
It's gone.
I'm missing a coin.
That'd be funny. Like in today's world, he'd be like, "They tried to finesse me."
No,
He'd use all like current words and shit.
Colonel words.
Yeah. Like what's another word for treasure that these kids use today?
Treasure. I don't know. I don't know.
Like, could you imagine if Leprechaun was like, instead of like being obsessed with gold, he was like obsessed with women,
Women's underwear.
like the Godfather from WWE. So instead of like, "Where's me gold," he'd be like,
Where's
"Where's
me
me hoes?"
holes?
That's Back to the Hood, right? Isn't there Leprechaun in the Hood and then Back to the Hood?
And the hood. Back to the hood. Bootsy.
Booty, where's me booty?
I'll tell you where.
It's at the end of the rainbow. Speaking of, we're having some messaging, some comments. What's your star rating, or not star? What's your butter knife rating
So
of
my scale to
Leprechaun?
one
One to
to
five.
5.
Yeah, send it in. Um, I thought it was pretty funny, the skateboard scene.
It's like
Huh?
it's like 3. Leprechaun hood. So did you say your rating, or is that the total movies? Or like 3.
There's like 7 movies.
But the hood movies, I think there's like 2 hood movies.
Oh yeah, Leprechaun in the Hood and Back to the Hood.
Okay, so 4. Yeah.
Oh my God, there's Leprechaun 1, 2, 3, 4 in space,
Yeah, 4
in
in
the
space.
hood, in the hood, back to the hood. Man,
This is one of those movies that got a space movie.
jeez, like the Fast and the Furious.
Leprechaun, the hoods are better than me. Waiting for the original Leprechaun.
I kind of wish if I did see this movie like I did all the other horror movies back in the day. Like I wonder if when I watched it this time around, would this be my third time? I wonder if I would have had like any like nostalgia kind of feelings. And I thought I would have that watching it today because back in the day I would see it glimpses here and there on like the Sci-Fi Channel, like in the late '90s, but I never like wanted to stay and watch it. What about you? Do you remember the first time that you watched Leprechaun?
I was kind of late in the game. Besides, I
Yeah.
mean, seeing scenes, but never like just fully seeing it.
Was this your first time fully seeing it,
Um,
like from
it's
start to
probably
finish?
my third set, fourth. I don't know, not a whole lot, but it wasn't the set I have now. It was a different set. It was probably my preteens. Um, yeah, but whenever I was watching those, I think I had like the first four. Oh, wow. Binge watch all Leprechauns. Binge.
That's what we do.
You get that itch to watch everything.
Yeah.
I mean, there's franchises I have that I got them like, do I binge watch right now? Like, no. Like, I mean, I had the Puppet Master the trunk set. I was like, do I dive in? Whereas like what 9, 11, 12 movies of that. It's like, no. Evil Bong has like 8 or 9 films.
Evil Bong.
I don't.
How do you do your how do we do how would I say this? How do you do your like your franchises? Like if you're gonna go in and watch the original, will you just watch the rest of them, or do you wait like a week so you don't get too burnt out on the whole franchise? How do you binge your movies?
Depends on the mood. I
Yeah.
mean, because whenever I got that Friday the 13th box set, I can't remember. I was like, I spent all day just watching them, or it took me 2 days to
Yeah,
see them.
I can agree. And I've talked and I've sat through every single Friday the 13th movie. Last year last year, the year before, we did like bonus episodes. It was last year, and you know what? Like, even the worst Friday the 13th movie was like still kind of laughable. I don't know, still kind of like enjoyable. It's kind of like this one, I guess.
Even though you already kind of answered it earlier on the stream. I guess from my end, I mean, Leprechaun is pretty overpowered. Like you need a 4-leaf clover to essentially beat him. I can't remember that's how you do it on all the movies, but I mean this one that's how you do it. And if Leprechaun has all his gold, um, he's just too powerful. Like Chucky, just blow him up and yeah, gotta see if Leprechaun streaming anywhere. For this first one, it's streaming on Tubi, and YouTube.
Yeah,
Um,
and honestly, it looks like the rest of them are on Tubi as well. So there's going to be ads in there, but you can watch. Let me see.
Tubi has all the movies.
Okay, Leprechaun 3 is not on there, but at least the first two.
Well, not all the Leprechaun movies, but I'm just saying like it has a lot of underrated horror stuff,
Oh yeah,
or even some mainstream stuff too.
yeah. But yeah, the original one at least is on Tubi or YouTube. I don't know if the free one on YouTube has ads. YouTube has ads now, right? Free
Do I?
YouTube. They have ads too.
They might. I've actually never seen a movie on YouTube. I usually stream the usual streaming stuff, or like I've been watching movies on Amazon Prime lately. Me too. Me too. It's like, I mean, there's Tubi, there's Pluto TV. I mean, you get all the. That's the only downside on like ads.
Yeah,
Sometimes you got no choice. It's either that or you do a me or the real one. You buy the physical media.
the physical media. Um, yeah, I would have to say that it's The original one. Let's see if any of the Hood movies are easy to stream. Uh, Leprechaun 5 in the Hood is on Freevee. I don't know what that is. I guess it's like kind of like Tubi too. But Back to the Hood is not on Freevee.
Mm.
So it
Free,
looks like they're kind of spread all out there.
I almost forgot about Freevee. Freevee is the IMDb thing, right?
Yeah, Freevee is it's either the IMDb. No, IMDb has a IMDb TV.
Oh, what?
Freevee is just like its own thing to go.
I was gonna read. It's called physical media is the way bro. It is. This is Fresh TV. You familiar with the name?
Fresh.
Manny Fresh. One of the original boys of Friday the 14th. Currently doing fanboy podcasts. Bi-weekly on Sundays.
Bi-weekly. Yeah, you know what? I was talking about this past Monday. Um, man, this YouTube channel has new content that pops out every single day.
Only a matter of time until streaming starts to edit everything. I mean, that's why we gotta buy physical media because
Yeah,
they edit shit. Um,
yeah.
um,
Plus, I mean, plus it's nice and slick, and you get art covers and you get
art
discs.
covers.
Even if they're terrible movies, like I still enjoy collecting terrible movies on physical
DVD player.
media.
Mm,
Oh no, we're gonna have to get you a DVD player or something. We have to start something.
sorry, sorry.
Get some donations.
Uh, I know it's a bit far reach, but you should get a 4K player. No,
Yeah.
I mean I just that's um okay, where were we at? It changed to Freevee. Yeah, it did.
Oh, IMDb TV.
Facsto Fresh. Oh, mad love for y'all.
Hell yeah.
But you were like you're going to say like this channel does offer a lot of live stream podcasts and all that.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of podcasts, a lot of content on this channel every day, Monday through Sunday, and then the next week, if it's not something different. Every Wednesday you get a horror podcast. Every Monday we have something. Tuesday I think there's wrestling.
Taco
Uh,
Tuesdays.
Taco Tuesdays.
I believe Thursdays even called Taco Thursdays. It's a new day
Nice.
apparently. But
Yeah, there's something new every single week. So subscribed. I even get notifications when something new drops, and sometimes it's like a couple times on a Tuesday. So there's always plenty of things to watch.
and the top
Why go to Freevee when you can just watch stuff
oh,
here?
and to top all that off, the random moments we'll do physical media live streams.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, just there's always gonna be something. Since we're on the topic of the whole channel and whatnot, just might as well throw in that I believe we're at
Physical.
752. Could
Oof.
might have hit a new number, but yeah, that's where we're at currently. Just thank you to all the people that come and see our stuff, whether it be wrestling, horror stuff, or on your podcast. That's one of the newer. It cracks me up because it's like a little inside joke that him
It's
doing
my
that. It's like pointing at WrestleMania.
it's my WrestleMania sign.
I just pointed at Michael Myers behind me.
Going towards trying to get back into the Leprechaun, going towards the end of the movie with the skateboard. I mean, there's a lot of funny haha moments in this movie, which is entertaining. Warwick Davis doing the skateboard imitation, going back and forth, I think is funny. A scene to me is kind of creepy, even though it's meant to be funny, is the scene where he's in the wheelchair chasing her down in the hospital. Like just seeing a little person on a wheelchair chasing somebody else down is kind of creepy looking, even though they sped it up real fast to make it look kind of comedical or comical. Like, yeah, it was still kind of creepy.
Man, just the whole movie of them going back and forth. Like they go to the house, they go to out at like into the town. And just the back and forth, and of course, Leprechaun is always riding a different thing, whether it been a tricycle, that car or like a toy car from the pawn shop, or just the freaking wheelchair. Like, it's hilarious.
Yeah. But is it not in the elevator when the guy who's getting ready to die tells her the secret to destroy the leprechaun?
Yeah, the older guy from the way beginning of the movie,
Yeah.
the original stealer of the gold. But
Like
yeah, this it's kind of like out of nowhere. Like he just pops, like just popping from the elevator little ceiling thing.
yeah, this is the way to kill him.
A four-leaf clover. What are the odds? Uh, I don't know. Is it like common? It's or is it like super rare that you can't find four-leaf clovers in?
So I mean, so, 4-leaf clover, 3-leaf clover. All he wanted to do was just have his gold and eat it too, and he couldn't even have that. I guess
Mm,
people kept fucking with him.
just little fun facts. I found two four-leaf clovers at the same time.
Today?
It came out at the same time, but the same day though. This was maybe like a few years back. I was like,
Oh, nice,
I shared it on my not my 4K bad guy Instagram, but my personal one.
nice. We
I
have
was
to
like,
go back and check it out. Have to share that memory.
share memory with you. Yeah.
And then obviously it leads into the melting scene where he loses for the day, you know, and live to fight another day he does.
Four-leaf clover, three-leaf clover, Cloverfield.
Oof.
We should cover that movie,
Now you talking
maybe.
about underrated.
I mean, there's that 4K copy out there,
There's also that 10 Cloverfield Lane.
also in 4K,
Yeah.
with was it Mary Elizabeth Wins,
Yeah. And John
Ramona
Goodman.
Flowers. Yeah, John
Damn
Goodman.
it. Fun fact, I've never seen the original or the third one, the Paradox movie. I've only seen 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Get out of here.
Yeah. No,
How
I'm
the hell
not.
you jumped to the second movie?
Yeah, I know. I'm not. So I
They
should watch
mean,
all three of them one weekend.
did you at least hear about that movie before? Like, I mean,
Oh,
Chlorophyll and
oh yeah,
anything.
yeah, yeah. I knew about Cloverfield for sure, um, but I'm just not a huge fan of classics. That's what I hear. The second one is really good. I need to watch the first one.
First one, they played off like it's camera like uh, found footage type.
Found
You
footage, and
you can tell it's edited, but I
well,
like
well,
I just
yeah, yeah. Well, going back to the original episode of UHD, I'm just not a huge fan of found footage movies.
hmm,
But maybe I should try it. I should see how they edit it and give it a watch.
just give it a try.
Yeah,
Might get some motion sickness, but just give it a try.
that's your pick for next week too, ain't it?
It's kind. I mean, if you enjoy like Godzilla films, you'll probably enjoy this one. Okay, don't I don't know. Some if you watch it like, oh, you son of a bitch, you lied to me. It's not like Godzilla, but it is like Godzilla. It's like James Cameron's Godzilla.
It's
It
like
was that no, it's on JJ. Oh, God
yeah,
damn it, I'm forgetting who. A fresh who's the director for that movie?
it was J.J. Abrams, wasn't it?
First I said James Cameron, but it probably is it's JJ Abrams.
Matt Reeves, the
Matt Re-
Batman,
what?
the guy who directed the Batman.
Nice.
Yeah, Matt Reeves
I just throwing out names like what
and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
the-
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's only an hour and 25 minutes. Yeah, I should check it out this weekend. I could probably watch all three of them.
he
Anyway,
says it's JJ. But you said Matt Reeves, or is it a code thing going on there?
hmm?
His company made it Bad Robot.
Yeah.
Bad Robot. Like that logo opening.
Yeah, I think it was like he said, it was produced and by Abrams and his company, but
Seduced. It's kind of
yeah,
like what Sam Raimi does, just produces movies most of the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Getting sidetracked again.
You know what? Leprechaun was just that entertaining that we have to talk about anything but Leprechaun.
Oh no.
Um,
I mean, it's a good movie. Just
he
some
melted at the end. I thought I kind of forgot that he did melt at the end, but I mean, I kind of you kind of get a tease. Doesn't he laugh too? Like at the end, like there's a sequel coming in.
produced by directed by Reeves. But yeah, going back to the movie, because they mentioned just put the leaf, the 4-leaf clover on the leprechaun. But don't say it as they had to ingest the leaf itself, or there's a mention like as long as on him or something like that, and shoot him possibly.
They
By the way,
should have done the old Wizard of Oz trickery, and all you need is a water. Water will destroy the little bastard.
some water,
Yeah.
but yeah, the way that Alex, the kid, he does like this little slingshot. I'm like, I wonder if that was supposed to be like a setup because he was gonna plan on getting the leprechaun by doing the bear trap, but that didn't go the way he had planned it out. Um, almost got his head snapped with the bear trap. Um, but yeah, he used the slingshot, shoots right into. I was like, is it fully gonna work though? He crumbled it up. It's like, oh, what good is that? But I guess that works still. He crumbles it up, shoots it right into the leprechaun. Leprechaun somehow has his mouth open and swallows it, and he starts glowing, and
Breathe through your nose, buddy.
he starts melting. And then
Yeah.
let's see,
I would. It
how's he
does make
close
me
to the
want to
well?
watch. Yeah. Yeah. He was close to the well. It happened right at the well. It makes you want to watch the second one though, just to see how he comes back. Like if
Just for
they
the
explain anything.
just for boobies, right?
Probably.
Probably. um, I mean, I've seen the movies, so I
You're like, I could spoil it for you, and you don't have to go torture yourself for an hour and 25 minutes.
the thing is, it starts off with so different.
Ah,
I don't think it even connects to the first film, to be honest.
nice. Of course not.
Yeah, it's like it didn't happen.
If you had to have a favorite kill in the movie, what would be your favorite kill?
I don't know. Even though as silly as it was,
The pogo
the
stick.
pogo stick, it has to be that one. But I'm trying to think of the other deaths that went on. I mean, the old lady died just from falling down, or it was like a heart attack rolled falling down. I mean, the cop took forever to get killed. Like he
Yeah,
got teased throughout the whole thing. Got poked in his face.
got his neck broke. That'd probably be mine.
His neck broke. His
Yeah,
neck cracked. Snap crackle pop.
there you go. Those are other little people.
I was kind of hoping Ozzy died, just straight up. So he had
Yeah,
the corn in his stomach. I was
we'll
like,
see. Yeah, that's how I thought when I saw that him eat that or swallow it. I was like, man, that's how he's dying. I forgot he didn't. He didn't fucking die.
he didn't get the gold out of him, did he?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Yeah. Some plot holes say.
But there are plenty of facts we can talk about this if you want.
The Carfax? Carfax. Film
Leprechaun
facts.
facts. Um, George Lucas received a special thanks credit because Warwick Davis was under contract to him, and he gave Davis permission to appear in the movie.
Hmm.
Warwick Davis started to regret making the film, but due to Jennifer Aniston's success later on television, many people rented this film, and it spawned a lengthy series of sequels. Okay. Allegedly, it was one of Warwick Davis's favorite movies. Interesting. Everybody probably obviously knew this, but Jennifer Aniston's feature film debut.
Yeah.
Uh, the movie was filmed from October 28th, 1991 to December 3rd, 1991, but not released until January 8th, 1993. Mark Jones, the director, has stated many times that the studio rejected Jennifer Aniston playing the star character. It was thanks to Jones's instance that Tremark approved of Jennifer Aniston playing Tori. The film grossed nearly $15 million in sales on VHS and DVD formats, thanks to the worldwide recognition of Jennifer Aniston. Filmed with just a budget a little under $1 million. And then the last one that I'll read off, which I think is kind of funny. Warwick Davis is not Irish, but he's British. He was just born in the United Kingdom. So
Close enough.
yeah,
Just-
those are your film facts on the Leprechaun.
Noise.
Yeah.
Film facts. I like how you can trick the leprechaun, or stall at least, by just throwing shoes, and he'll be like, "I need to clean this. I need to clean that." Yep.
He's got a foot fetish like Quentin Tarantino.
He does have foot fetish. You can see that when he's playing with Jennifer Aniston's her
Yeah.
foot.
Or when he kills the pawn shop guy, he's like, "Oh, me
He was
shoes. Let me clean me shoes."
he where did he bite him? I mean, he bit ears.
He bites everything. He's like a fucking toddler.
He bites balls. I mean, no, he wasn't this movie.
What Leprechaun movie are you watching?
um,
Leprechaun 6, Back to the Balls.
back to the balls, back booty.
Yeah. Speaking of Tubi,
To be continued. Let's say this franchise, it never existed. It was a one and done movie, a one and done.
after this watch, negative.
Oh, no faith.
No faith.
Mm,
I don't know why, man. I know it really just sounds like this entire episode. I've just shit on this movie, but I just did not enjoy it. It was not a fun rewatch. Yeah, I'm just nailing it. Not
I
in a good
think
way.
I'll I'll probably do another couple of more movies. Just end it as a trilogy, or at least get a versus movie with Chucky. Yeah. Not all movies need long franchise.
Girthy franchises.
I
But you
mean,
know what? I would be opposed, like in the comment earlier, I'd be opposed to a reboot or a requel. Let's get it on.
let's get it on. Like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
To be continued. Next. Okay, so in this part, this is kind of like on the spot because we don't tell each other anything.
We
Or
don't.
sometimes Juan will slip it in there. I'm like, you
Oh,
shut your
what?
dirty little mouth.
I should have slipped the Leprechaun in there, and then you would have been like, "No, we're gonna do it in March." Then I'd be like, "Okay, for sure."
For sure.
But now,
I have my pick already, but let's see. You want to tell us what your whole theme on your show is going on?
oh, yeah. You talking about this month, the month of August?
The month of August.
The month of August is A24 month for me on the podcast. Every single Monday and Thursday, we talk about A24 movies this month. But Nick, are, are
I
you
think
are you fucking with me? Or you're kind of making me excited over here?
I don't know. It's the movie you want, but we're getting that. Um, I could be a. I don't remember seeing this movie on your list of movies going through. Maybe I overlooked it. Maybe not. But
Well, I
we
mean,
we
we don't have that many movies left to go. Um, Monday we're talking about Men. Thursday we're
mm,
talking about Under the Silver Lake. The last Monday of the month is X, and then First Cow. Obviously, yeah, fucking Zach picks First Cow. We're gonna be
well,
talking about a movie where a guy fucking milks a cow for an hour and a half.
you know, this is not only is it my pick, but this is actually the last movie of the month.
It
This
is.
is this, and they believe it's the last day of the month too, isn't it?
It
Or
is. Yeah, August 31st.
so we gotta
2 Wednesdays from now.
gonna end on a big note here.
How
Keep it
big is it?
going. It's a movie we talked about many times.
Oh. Oh yes. Nick, I don't know if I should fucking love you now or later.
Can love me at your own pace.
Have you ever got to see Tusk?
Tusk, no. I
No.
never, never. I think it was time. Your whole month of A24, it was that push.
It was that
Always do
push.
sober what you do drunk. That'll teach you to keep your mouth shut.
Hemingway said that.
Yes, he did.
You want to talk about
He
underrated?
said it to me.
Yes, it was.
I
I
don't want to die in Canada.
should have played the Beatles song, I Am the Walrus.
Cuckoo Cachoo.
Mm.
So yeah, Tusk in 2 weeks, August 31st. Nick contributing to a little crossover.
I thought about
Little crossover event going on.
I thought about throwing that in for the episode
Yeah.
for your show, but I was like, we need to talk Miles Teller and Spectacular now.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that was, you know what, that was a well received episode. Still, I'm still getting emails to this day about that episode.
Mm.
Yeah. But you know what? Fuck it. I might as well throw. I was gonna ask you later, but I'll throw the invite now. Monday, August 29th. If you want to hop on and review X with us, we are gonna talk our top 5 A24 movies. We're gonna rank them 1 through 5. The invite is there.
Oh man, depending if I get home on time,
Either way, I mean, we're there for 2 hours, so hop on whenever you
I'll
want.
just I'll hop on you at random moments.
Yeah, just pop up like last time.
The running,
Yeah, the run in.
I'm gonna be cashing in
Yeah.
money in the sack.
But yeah, that sounds fun, man. Tusk in 2 weeks, August 31st. It's a creepy, eerie movie. Yeah. Good pick.
It was that time. It's all in timing.
Sometimes you gotta grab life by the tusks.
Oh man. As far as Leprechaun, I don't know. It's the timing. March, man.
See, we can talk about Leprechaun 2 in March.
All out. But do we all do it on this show, or we do it on the main show?
Both. We just have a Leprechaun month.
So part 2 or part 2 one show, part 3 on the other show.
Yeah.
This is the whole month, just back and forth.
Yep.
It's 824. I mean, saying 824. I actually I saw bodies hitting the floor.
What did you think?
What do I think?
Did you enjoy it, or did you? I don't know if you got to listen yet, but the other two just completely trashed it.
And I got to listen to your episode yet. But I'll get. It's labeled horror comedy.
Yeah.
and I believe that is the third, fourth, I believe third A24 horror comedy.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, once you get to the ending, it's hmm, if it doesn't really feel A24ish, it feels more mainstream type movie. But I mean, it was I enjoyed it. I'll leave it at that.
Okay, I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the motherfucking house.
Yeah. Little spoiler, but if you know that song, then you've already seen the movie.
Mm.
It's funny.
Oh my gosh.
But speaking of, I mean, like we said, A24 month. Nick, you're probably gonna post some stuff here soon too. Where can they find us on the old socials?
The socials. You can follow us on Friday the 14th podcast, UHD. The D is hard.
Silent. I mean,
The H saw it, but the D is hard. And you can follow me at the 4K bad guy. At 4. The 4K bad guy. And you can follow my lovely, sexy co-host over here.
at Cinnamon Movie Podcast, CINEMEN Movie Podcast.
And he just points to the back.
Yeah. You can follow that on the Facebook and the Instagram. So at Cinnamon Movie Podcast.
A24. You're showing off that little black envelope there. Or
Little
what
black
was it?
envelope.
That's
Yeah,
what it
it's a little thank you letter when you buy something off of A24 website.
is.
They give you a little envelope.
You know, I'm so close to pulling trigger on buying Midsummer in 4K. That
You-
special edition, and
yeah. You should also get lamb.
I need I need to get Lamb because
Yeah.
other than that, I have honestly most of the A24 films.
Mm.
Although there's movies that they don't necessarily say horror on the genre when you look it up, but they're considered horror.
Yeah.
I'm like,
They do have they're getting quite a bit of horror movies like out there, but Men is a horror movie. You know, we're gonna be talking about that on Monday. So that should be pretty fun. So yeah, I've never seen it. I heard it was pretty crazy.
that's all
So,
here. I mean,
Huh?
I have it on physical. I just have yet to tune in.
What, Men?
Man, yeah.
Yeah. I heard it was good. I have, yeah. Men, and did you see how good the slipcase looks?
It's pretty terrifying.
Yeah, it's a nice little glossy slipcase.
Glossy.
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh,
Yeah, there it is.
there he is.
Yeah. See, I was gonna try to go to bed early, but now you just got me in the mood to watch some A24 stuff. So
Oh.
yeah, fuck sleep. Hashtag no sleep.
Fuck sleep. Just gonna watch all the Leprechaun movies.
Oh fuck! No, I'd rather go to sleep.
Oh.
No. I'm gonna try to check them out real soon. I just because I haven't seen them. And I'm like,
Just
you know
for
what? This
the boobies.
yeah.
They were a nice pair. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. But no, if anybody out there did hate the Leprechaun, I think hate's a very strong word. If I could use an updated word, I would just say that it didn't entertain me this time around.
You gave it the lowest rating we give on the show.
I did.
But the viewer in the comment, I mean, he gave it a 4, which
Gave it 4. Yeah, you gave it a 2.5.
I
Yeah. So I mean, for that being said, I mean, it's not. I'm sitting here trying to defend my rating by saying it's not horrible.
Can't defend your rating.
I can't.
Not bad.
I completely thought it was trash this time around, but again, it is still worth a one-time watch.
Once a
if
year
you're-
watch.
Yeah, if you're a horror fan, check it out.
Making a Funko Pop out of that figure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, Fresh should have threw his rating there. Oh well. But it was fun talking to you as always, Juan. Mr. Juan. Next, besides Tusk, looking forward to that. Our next movie over there on the main show next week, next Wednesday at 8 p.m. We are talking about Countdown, the final countdown. Dun, 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 dun. Just a little back of the slip. I mean, I'm not really too familiar with all her work, but I know the actress in the show called You, which you can find on Netflix. You. It's a lovely show.
Nice.
But until then, guys, stay ultra.